Hi everyone. So we have with us Sankalp today, who have got 92 percentile in the CMAT exam with 2 months of preparation. So the basic agenda why we are taking this interview, not to tell you ki boss you have to be good in your CAT, CMAT, CET score to do well in life. You can still do when you got a PPU as well from a good company. So Sankalp, let's start with the background. Where you from basically?
So I'm from Bangalore.
Bangalore.
I did my studies in Bangalore.
In Bangalore.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So when it comes to the CMAT exam, how much you prepared? You not given CAT exam?
No.
Other exams. Why was that? Was it late or you were scared of CAT? What was the main reason?
No, actually COVID started at that point and some issues happened at home, so I couldn't focus on CAT.
Okay.
So I prepared for CMAT. I prepared for 2 months. I focused on all the concepts and all my basics. I got 92 percentile, but it wasn't what I expected. I expected more than that, but I couldn't do it. So yeah.
So it happens.
Yeah.
On that day, see that's the main problem here. In India, we still are in that phase that on that day how you perform is what matters the most. So, so you prepare for CMAT for 2 months.
Right.
So obviously you started the basics and then moved to. So how many mocks you might have given in this journey?
I think I gave around 10 to 20 mocks. So first I cleared my basics. I went through the standard materials like Arun Sharma and all the verbal reasoning and all those books. Once I was strong with my concepts, I started giving mocks.
So 1 month, let's focus on basics, and then next month I can do the
focus on basics. And then after that, I started giving my mocks. I started analyzing where I was going wrong, what were my weak areas. Then I started working more on those things. Again, I went back to my basics to see if anything was missing.
Correct.
So it was a lot of juggling around between books and mocks.
So 10 to 20 mocks is more than enough to cross 90%.
That's enough. Yeah.
Super. Okay, when we talk about V-School interviews are one of the most difficult to crack.
Right.
Yeah, because they test everything, psychometry, and then they test everything. So did you felt somewhere that because you scored low marks, you have a low chance to convert, or you were confident throughout?
Yeah, there was some kind of hesitation because 92 percentile. But when I went through the cutoff, I saw I had cleared the cutoff. But again, they had mentioned it is a profile base.
Correct.
So there was a lot of pre-interview questionnaires like essays and a lot of questions they had asked which I had to do a write-up on. And after that interview was there, which I think everyone dreads. So yeah, there were some doubts about converting it, but I think everything worked out later point and I did convert
so
it.
92% is a good marks to convert. So you can, and if you were 80, I would have been thoda sa concerned, thoda sa scared ki ho payega ki nahi ho payega. But with 92, I think it's a good marks.
Right.
And you talked about the profile. What do you mean by profile? What is your profile?
So I basically did mechanical engineering from Bangalore itself. After that, I worked with DXC Technology for 14 months as a software engineer. Post that, I quit my job and then I applied for CMAT and then I got into Wellinger. So I am pursuing PGDM currently in HR space right now.
Okay, you are focused on HR.
Right.
So why mechanical engineer karke HR? That could be one of the question as well.
Yes.
The interview.
Yeah, that was there. Basically, I always had in my mind that I wanted to get into HR because I felt it is a kind of role where I can have the most impact, where my decisions can actually influence the company in the long run. So HR was always there in my head, and there were a couple of management subjects as well during my mechanical engineering last year.
Last year, finally.
Yeah. So I started liking those subjects. So after I worked with DXC Technology for a year, I realized, I want to switch. I don't want to be in a very technical role.
Right.
I want to go towards a management role. And that's why I did an internship as well in HR before I joined my MBA.
Okay.
So that actually strengthened my interest in human resources, and that's when I decided to get in.
Correct. So when we talk about, first of all, HR is a misused term a lot of time. People don't understand HR.
Exactly.
So jabki HR is a pure consulting job.
Right.
So if you look at the way you said that, if I go for sales or marketing, maybe for the first few years I can't contribute that much to the company. But for HR, on day one, you can start contributing to the company.
Exactly.
As pure consulting role for HR. If you're from a good college like V-School or other colleges, so that's one thing we can do.
Right.
So now come to the last part of the interview, then talking about the PPU. So what extra you did, or what I should do if I want to get a PPU convert?
Right. So at first when I joined my internship, I think there was a time period of 1 week where I was still getting to know my responsibilities, what exactly I need to do, what are the technologies I need to work on, who are my managers, who are my peers. So you will take some time to realize and understand that. Right. But I think there are a couple of things that you can do to crack the PPU. One is communicate. you should always have an open and transparent communication with
Communication
your
with your boss.
peers and managers, everyone. Yeah.
During the internship.
Exactly. And if you have any kinds of doubts, if you need any kind of help, don't be hesitant to ask, because my managers were very supportive. They gave me a role in a domain which I was interested in, and they saw my interest in it. So, and anytime I had any kind of doubt, they were ready to help out. They were very supportive in that manner.
Right.
So asking for help. These are a couple of things, and also being very adaptable and flexible. The kind of role I was in, there were a lot of changes that was happening on a weekly basis. So I had to be very adaptable and flexible. So having that kind of mindset is very important. So
Correct,
that's some of the things that